All right, everybody, welcome back. This is officially my first episode. What I recorded last week was just a 4-minute introduction, just who I am, where I come from, a little bit about my past, and that's it. And today we are officially kicking this off. And rather than recapping what I said last week, I'm going to talk a little bit about where I am in life right now and how I look at things for the most part, and how you can make adjustments and certain changes in your life, in your perspective, that can really benefit you in ways you could not possibly imagine. And I know right now you might be thinking to yourself, what is he talking about? And I'm talking about our minds, what we think about on a daily basis, what goes through our minds, what we've experienced in life, and what that's done to us, where we are right now, how we're supposed to navigate today, what are we supposed to do, think, what am I going to do tomorrow, my children's future. So all of these things, when we think about them, they cause emotions, they cause thoughts, and those thoughts cause more emotions, and that cycle does not stop. And sooner or later, we realize we're just lost and stuck in this cyclone, this tornado of thought and emotion. And we are constantly being manipulated by everything we experience. We have this turmoil inside of us, this storm inside of us. We're experiencing all of this stuff in the exterior world, social media, our friends, our expectations of others, just everything. And inside of us, we're waking up every day just kind of banging into each other, trying to figure out our place in the world, who we are and what we are. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So, right now in life, I'm 57 years old. My birthday is in February, on February 12th, the same day as Abraham Lincoln. And I live in Illinois right now. As I mentioned, I was born in New York. I lived in Connecticut, and now I'm in Illinois. And life for me is amazing. Life for me is beautiful. I have incredible children, a beautiful wife, a beautiful home, and I wake up every day and pick and choose really what I want to think about and what I want to engage with. But the things I take part in on a daily basis, the movements, the calls for actions, the economic resistance, and students I'm working with meditation and mindfulness, all of the, I am experiencing and dealing with, just like you, a massive amount of noise and information. This is all from the exterior world, by what we hear, what we see, what we taste, what we touch, the projections sent to us, the expectations of others, our own expectations, the hypothetical thoughts in our minds. So we are, with all due respect, and I don't mean to insult anybody, completely lost. And you'll hear often, especially in spirituality or just in life, people say, I'm broken. We're broken. We are not broken. We are not broken. We are misguided. We've been manipulated, and we're lost. We're hurt. We're traumatized. We're stressed. We're anxious. And all of that is because of what we are experiencing, and allowing into our existence. And when I say your existence, I mean what you're hearing, what you're seeing, what you're tasting, what you're touching, what you're smelling, what music you're taking part in, what movies you're watching, everything. So here I am today, 57 years old. How do I wake up and pick and choose what I want to think about? How do I go through my day, not letting thoughts or emotions pop into my head and then dictate what I'm going to do? Now, as I said, once I go on social media or open myself up into the world or my family or others, we're dealing now with those outside forces. So this is something we have to constantly be mindful of. And I know words like mindfulness and meditation really scare people, but let me explain something about mindfulness. Mindfulness is being here right now in this present moment and not letting those thoughts, the emotions, the wants, the needs, none of it pull you in any direction. You are centered and you are grounded. There's another word people always just run from. Grounded. It doesn't mean some mythical, ethereal connection to the universe. It means you are grounded to this reality. You are grounded in this present moment, and you are here with calmness and clarity. How? When we really seriously practice mindfulness, when we are working to be disciplined at mindfulness, we are working every single day to separate our awareness. And when I say awareness, I mean our attention, our focus, our energy. We are learning to separate our awareness from the thoughts and emotions. Rather than becoming the thought or the emotion, rather than the thought or the emotion dictating your next step or how you're going to be feeling, we observe the thought, and we feel and sense and observe the emotion. What are our emotions for? Are they there so you become them? When you feel angry, are you supposed to become anger? When you feel joy and happiness, are you supposed to become joy and happiness? No. These are senses. Senses. Our body has internal sensors, right? And we have these sensors. So when we feel anger, when we feel joy, all that emotion is, all that energy is telling us what direction to move in. So when something does not feel good to you, you don't go in that direction. And here's just a perfect example that is really eye-opening. If you put a spoonful of food into your mouth, or you took a drink of something and it tasted gross, it tasted rancid, disgusting, would you take another bite or another sip? No. You would spit it out, you would push the plate away, you'd want nothing to do with it. Why don't you have that same discipline for what you are watching, experiencing, and allowing to penetrate your awareness? So when you are on social media or in that relationship or dealing with that person that makes you feel, or that thing, not just a person, place, a thing, any noun will do. When you are in that situation where you are feeling neglected, abandoned, belittled, demeaned, where you are being caused to feel anxiety, stress, fear, invalidation, do you think that you should go in that direction more? Do you think you should endure that situation more? Or should you distance yourself from it? Move away from it? That is the right answer, my friend. We move away from what does not serve us, and we go towards what does. You have a power within you, one that you have let most people in this world control for you, and that is called choice. And believe it or not, you are exactly where you're meant to be in life right now based on the choices you've made or the choices you've let someone else or something else make for you. And I have repeated this more than I ever should. So why are you choosing on a daily basis to endure and move in and tolerate and accept things that are making you feel negative. And when I say negative, I mean anxious, fearful, stressed. Those emotions are telling you, go the other way. What's the other way? Well, only you can answer that. How? Inside you right now, if I said, tell me what you love, you would be able to tell me what food you love, what colors you love, what movies you love, what type of season you love, what nature you love. You'd be able to tell me all these things. And if I said to you, what would you like to do with your life? Who would you like to be? What would you like to become? You would have all of these ideas and dreams and hopes and thoughts that you constantly ignore. You constantly ignore because we have been conditioned and manipulated to focus on and accept and pay attention to the fear, the danger, when in fact, you control your reality. So today, tomorrow, what are you going to do when you wake up? Are you going to continue to focus on what does not serve you, what causes you stress, what causes you fear, what causes you anxiety? Or are you going to start to choose to move in the direction that serves you with love and gratitude and kindness and compassion? Make the choices that benefit you. Stop bending and catering to the expectations, the will, and the perspective of everyone and anything around you. From materialistic objects to social media, to friends, to relationships, to mom and dad. This is your life, not theirs. And if you feel something does not work for you, then it is up to you to move in that direction, and you owe nobody an excuse. You owe nobody an excuse. So my point with this being our first official podcast, who are we? Who are we? Think about that question for a minute. If I said to you, who are you? You would tell me you're a parent, you're a doctor, a lawyer, you're a cashier. You would tell me you're stressed and you're hurt. You would use all these labels and words that are only based on actions and events you have experienced in life that you have clung onto, held onto so tightly that you define who you are by these individual moments of life. Which brings me back to mindfulness and this present moment. When you break free from letting your thoughts and emotions dictate and control who you are now here in this moment, right now. And I don't know if you're aware of this, but this moment you're listening to me right now, this is the only moment that truly exists. The past is inaccessible. The future is not here yet. And if you can be here now without getting pulled in thought or emotion, then you are listening to me right now with clarity, with a calm heart and a calm breath. You feel relaxed and you feel content. Content. It's not happiness we're looking for, and it's not anger. We are looking for balance. We are looking to be the force in control of our thoughts and emotions, which means we are content. We cannot continuously be happy. We cannot continuously be angry. Happiness and joy, sadness and anger are emotions. They are feelings that are initiated by something you are experiencing. Just as a person cannot make you happy, they can amplify the happiness within you. They can make you understand joy and compassion better, but they can't make you happy. So stop pursuing, I want to be happy. I just want to be happy. You want to be content. Happiness comes and goes just as sadness does. Stop chasing these irrelevant emotions and start to be here in this present moment, because then you are existing in this reality, in this lifetime with balance. You're not angry. You're not happy. You are content. You are at peace. You understand it. You get it. You're not seeking, searching, and wanting anything else except more wisdom, more understanding of who you are beyond the noise and information, beyond the false identity, beyond the wants and needs, beyond your name. None of those things are who you are. Your parents gave you your name. Everything you believe and think is based on what you have heard and experienced in this world. Beyond all of that, you are a calm, beautiful energy of awareness. No name, no wants and needs, just a balanced, grateful observer. Why grateful? Why grateful? Because we are here right now. And regardless of whether or not you have a beautiful life or a chaotic, stressed life, you get to choose what comes next. So here's the closing statement for today. Do your best to stop bending and catering to the will and the expectations and wants and needs of the exterior world. Stop letting your thoughts and emotions define and dictate who you are. Take 5 minutes each day to just sit, close your eyes, focus on your breathing, and let your thoughts purge themselves. Let the emotions come forward. And as we go on together, we will get into how you can control these things, how you can understand them differently, and how you can finally break free from being held hostage to thoughts and emotions, and you can start living as that beautiful, balanced energy of awareness that you truly are. And in addition to the Friday episodes that are on Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when new episodes drop, I will also be adding the Wednesday night meditations that I hold live on Instagram here to the podcast series. So every Wednesday, you will have a new meditation. It'll be available for you Thursday. But I promise you this, if you join in here weekly, listen to the conversations, consider the guidance, the advice, reflect on what we talk about here, take part in the meditations, and I promise you, every single person can meditate, and it should be one of the first things we're learning as children. If you think you can't meditate, it's because you've had bad instruction or you have a misunderstanding of what meditation is. And I will show you all exactly how to properly do it and show you all that you can do it and should be doing it. So remember, every Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, a new podcast episode, and every Wednesday night about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, let's say Thursday morning, a new meditation here on the podcast. But the medications, it is medication. The meditations are held live on Instagram, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Wednesday nights. But you, my friend, you have so much going on in your life. You've had so much going on in your life. And I want you to think about this. No matter how chaotic, no matter how stressful, no matter how heavy or bleak things may feel today, or no matter how hard the road ahead may feel, if you take a moment to mindfully look behind you, you will realize you have climbed mountains. You have overcome and endured some of the most difficult moments a person can, and you are here. And rather than letting everything behind you dictate who you are in a negative way, understand this. They were all lessons. Even the worst things that have happened to you are your best lessons. They've taught you how to safely navigate this world, and most importantly, they have taught you how to be here for others who are experiencing something similar. So, my friend, take the next few days, reflect on these words, observe your thoughts mindfully, try to be here in the present moment. Just see what it feels like to look at the sky without thought. Look at an object in your room without putting a label on it, without creating a story in your mind. And I'm being serious. Look at a chair, but don't in your mind internalize it's a chair. Don't say it's dirty, dusty, it needs to be moved. Just look at it, observe it, see it. No thought, no emotion. And I will see you next week. Thank you so much for allowing me the opportunity to connect with you. This is the first official episode, and I'm sure as we go down the road together, this will get formatted. It will become really organized, but as of right now, no rush, no agenda. We're just chilling out, having a conversation, and getting to know each other. I'll see you soon, everybody. Thank you for allowing me this time. Be well.